Okay, so hi Sage, welcome back. Today we have a special guest, Dr. Hughes. Dr. Hughes, who's unfortunately leaving us next year. So he's here to tell us about his memories about Ice Age. So I'm going to ask him a few questions. So, Dr. Hughes, where were you born?
I was actually born in the United States, in the state of Idaho, Caldwell, Idaho, which is a small farming community in the great state of Idaho.
What school did you go to? High school?
We moved to the state of Washington when I was very young, and I went. We lived on a farm, and I went to a very small community school called Riverview High School. My class had 28 students in it when I graduated, and 26 of the 28 of us had been together since kindergarten. So very different than ISH, where we have lots of people coming and going. Very stable community.
Did you have any favorite subjects or a favorite teacher?
You know, my favorite subject did not happen to be taught by my favorite teacher, but I enjoyed sciences, and particularly chemistry. I really enjoyed chemistry.
I love chemistry.
Yeah. But my favorite teacher was my Spanish teacher, Mrs. Wilson was her name,
Yes.
and it was a fun 4 years of high school.
So, did you always want to be a headmaster when you were a kid, or what did you
No,
want to
actually, I went to school, university, to be an engineer.
Oh.
And because I thought I was good at maths and sciences, and I realized my first semester in a university level math course, because they didn't have IB back then, I was woefully underprepared, and it was not a successful experience for me. So I happened to be going by the hall where they had education courses, and there was an open house. And they were inviting people in who thought they might be interested in education, and so I went in and listened to a couple of the professors talk about being a teacher, and it was very interesting, and changed my whole course of study, and started studying education courses.
So you were a teacher before becoming a headmaster?
Yeah, I was a teacher in middle school classes. I taught middle school social studies and language arts. And then I became an elementary principal, and then from that I went to the district office and worked in a very large district. I had 14 elementary schools that I was responsible for, and 12,000 students.
That's
and
then
a little bigger than ISH, and then I came overseas to be a headmaster.
So when did you come to ISH?
I'm completing 4 years now, so I started here in 2009.
Yes.
And we'll be leaving next month.
So if I say ISH to you, is there something that will pop up straight away in your mind?
Oh yeah, several things. I think the students first and foremost. It's been a real joy to work with the students here. They're dedicated. They're motivated. And they're just great people to have conversations with. So, and surprisingly enough, I'll miss the winters. I like the snow. It's been fun and enjoyable to get up in the morning and see fresh snow and go out your front door and put on the skis and go ski.
That's why usually people want to leave the country, but
yeah.
People are different. So, what's your best memory at ISH?
Oh, I think having completed the new project, the new classrooms, I think it was really enjoyable to watch it go from the planning stages to completion. I think that's been, I think a real success point. The other, there's just lots of memories, but the joys that I see in students that are learning and having a good time, I think I'll remember for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So our grade 11s, and then after that the other grades are going to go to university, and many of us don't know what to do yet. So what's your suggestion here?
what we read now is that the job that you think you might like now won't even exist in 5 years' time because it'll have changed in some way. Or the other side of that is the job that you may have hasn't even been invented yet.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage students to go to university with an open mind and do some exploration and really see what is it that you think you would enjoy doing for the rest of your life. Although there are also good information now that says students your age will likely probably have 3 or 4 different jobs during your career rather than people like me who I've been an educator for 41 years now. And so, and did the same thing all along, just changed roles inside of education. But all the researchers say now that students like you will have maybe 3 or 4 really different careers.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
My pleasure. It's been great. It's been great throughout the year to watch you do these newscasts, and to be a part of it makes me feel very honored.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Goodbye, Sage.